Imagine being a part of history, uncovering a lost piece of America's past that had been hidden away for nearly a century. This is the story of one young boy's discovery that would uncover a photograph of the fallen 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, and the solemn journey of his funeral procession. A journey that would take him through 7 states, several state capitals, and major cities, with millions of Americans coming out to view the procession or participate in ceremonies. Join us as we unravel the story of the photograph that was ordered to be destroyed, but miraculously survived, and the boy who discovered it. President Abraham Lincoln was assassinated on April 14, 1865. The country was in shock and mourning, and plans were quickly put in place to honor the fallen president. On April 18th, Lincoln's body was put on display in the East Room of the White House for a public viewing. The following day, a funeral was held in the Capitol Rotunda, where his body would lie in state. On April 20th, the body was placed on a train for the 1654-mile journey back to Springfield, Illinois. This route traced Lincoln's path to the White House in 1861, when he was elected president. As the train made its way through 7 states, several state capitals, and major cities, numerous ceremonial processions and ceremonies occurred along the way. Millions of Americans came out to view the procession of the train or to participate in ceremonies where they could witness the fallen president lying in state. Lincoln's wife, Mary Todd Lincoln, did not make the trip due to her grief, but Lincoln's oldest son Robert and the remains of his son Willie, who had tragically passed away in 1862, were with him. One of the most significant aspects of the funeral procession was the photograph that was taken of Lincoln's coffin. Mary Todd Lincoln had given explicit instructions that no photographs would be taken of her husband's casket. However, General E.D. Townsend, who was in charge of the funeral train, gave permission to a photographer in New York to take a photo of the body for those who were not able to come out for the viewing. When he got word of this, Secretary of War Edwin Stanton ordered the plates of the photo to be destroyed, as well as all prints. However, one print did survive, the print that was given to Stanton himself. He never destroyed it, and he didn't tell anyone that he had it. Fast forward to the 1950s, where a 14-year-old boy named Ronald Reitfeld made the discovery of a lifetime. Reitfeld was an avid young Lincoln historian who had even corresponded with Judge James Bollinger, a Lincoln collector from Davenport, Iowa. When Bollinger died, his collection was given to the University of Iowa in Iowa City. Reitfeld wrote to the university, noting that he had been a correspondent of Bollinger's, and he wondered if he could attend the revealing of the Lincoln collection at the university in November 1951. He was invited, and he took a train from Des Moines to Iowa City all by himself to do so. Some of the nation's foremost Lincoln scholars and collectors were at the U of I dedication ceremony during the festivities. Harry Pratt, state historian of Illinois, asked Reitfeld if he had ever been to Springfield. When he told him no, Pratt invited the teenager to go as a guest of he and his wife at some point in the future. In July 1952, Reitfeld took a bus from Des Moines to Springfield. While there, Pratt took the teen to the Centennial Building at the State Capitol Complex. And one day when Pratt went to work on writing a review of a book, he told Reitfeld that he could have access to the Nicolai Hay collection. Reitfeld was instructed that he could take anything out of the file that he wanted to look at, take it to the Lincoln Horner Room to examine, but then put everything back just as he found it. This is when the discovery of the photograph was made. As he was going through file X14, Reitfeld noticed something. As he later recalled, "I saw an envelope laying there from 1887 sent from Minnesota to John Nicolai at." The discovery of this photograph was significant because it was the only known photograph of Lincoln's coffin. It provided a unique glimpse into the solemn and respectful manner in which the country honored its fallen leader. It also helped to preserve the memory of Lincoln for future generations and served as a reminder of the sacrifices made by those who have served in high office. Reitfeld's discovery of the photograph also shed light on the actions of Edwin Stanton, who had ordered the destruction of the photograph. The fact that he kept a copy for himself highlights the complexities and contradictions of historical figures. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.